Hello everyone, and thank you all of you for joining us today. Today we will talk about an exciting topic. Okay, this topic is content creation and how can content marketing or content creation can help your idea to get the most out of your idea. So first of all, let me share with you my idea, okay, about what content marketing is. Content marketing is a strategy that involves creating and sharing good content, okay, this is important, good content on different formats and channels to attract, retain, and convert your target audience. However, this is possible only, this is important, only if the content is relevant to your target audience. Okay, so what can content marketing do? Well, content marketing enables you to attract more web traffic, convert leads into customers, retain them. Okay, content marketing enables you to do many things. Okay, and let's see how. So for this reason, I would recommend you to follow these 5 simple steps, okay? First step, try to maintain as much contact as possible with your audience, okay? Second one, provide personalized attention. This is very important. 3, try to create an active community. Share your brand values, okay? And the last but not the least, invest in content marketing to drive the growth of your business. So let's go step by step. So about the first one, try to maintain as much as contact as possible with your audience. This is important. You should know their concerns and interests, okay? Because this is essential when generating the most suitable content, okay? Because you are creating content not for you, but for your audience, okay? So this is very important, and sometimes it's forgotten. Second one, offer personalized attention, because nowadays we can see automation everywhere, okay? So human contact is increasingly valued. This is a good way to make a difference, okay? Third one, please try to create an active community. This is important to plan and distribute content to continuously contribute value, leveraging each element to generate discussion, okay? Get the most out of each opportunity to generate discussion about your company, your values, or whatever. Share your brand values, because this is very important. Communication results from your brand's vision, mission, and values. Try to have them very clear from the very beginning and build all your communication based on them. I have seen many businesses, many ideas, many initiatives, which they say, of course, that their mission, vision are absolutely clear when they are not, okay? Please try to spend time thinking and making them clear, okay, and defined. 5, invest in content marketing, of course. Doing so is a cost-effective long-term strategy that helps you to achieve your business goals, okay, and build a strong brand. So, what must I consider to get the most out of my content strategy? There are 4 key elements, okay? However, the most important thing here is to remember that quality and measurement are essential for success, okay? And what are that 4 key elements, okay, to create an effective content strategy? Of course, high quality content. Strategic planning. This is very important to plan everything, okay? to use the appropriate channels, okay? And analysis, analysis, and more analysis. But at the end of the day, quality and measurement, okay? Section 2, okay, we already know what the content creation is, but why is a content plan so important? A content plan is essential, okay, because content marketing relies on creating and distributing valuable content, high quality content, okay, to attract and retain a target audience, of course. For this reason, good content is vital to online and offline success. Not just the online success, both online and offline success. So planning is crucial to efficiently creating high quality content, okay? And making a content plan essential. Because a content plan helps to a lot of things. For instance, define content objectives. Identify your target audience. This is very important because many times businesses do not have a clear idea about their target audience, okay? 3, research topic of interest to the audience. 4, choose the types of content to be created. 5, create an editorial calendar. And about the editorial calendar, I'm coming back to the first one, okay, to define the content objectives. Because most of them, or all these bullet points, are linked to a very specific point, okay? This is about defining goals, because defining goals is crucial and deserves all the time you dedicate to it, okay? Because this way we won't confuse goals with the consequence of goals. Of course, we want to reach a broad audience, okay? But really, this is a consequence of another goal. A good goal should be, okay, I want to create good content. I want to improve for instance, my retention by a 13%. That's a tangible goal. Then there should be a consequence. Okay, if I retain more people, I will engage with more people. So that's a consequence, okay? So we have these 9 points, but at least in my opinion, the focus should be there, okay? And on that idea, please don't confuse goals with the consequence of goals, okay? So let's move forward. Okay, let's go one by one, okay? Defining content objectives. What is the aim of the content? This is not creating the content for the sake of creating it, okay? Is it to increase web traffic? Is it to I create content to generate leads, build customer loyalty? So this content creation should be a consequence, okay, of your goals, of your strategy. Second point, identifying the target audience. Who is the content aimed at, okay? And once identified, what are their needs and interests? My content should be aligned or must be aligned with that needs and interest. Third one, researching topics of interest. Of course, what kind of topics concern them? What information are they seeking? Okay, I must provide them with content aligned with that ideas, with that concerns, with that struggles, with that topics. Okay. 4, choosing the types of content to create. Okay, I know I'll be publishing about artificial intelligence, for instance, but what should be I creating? Articles, videos, ebooks, all of them? This is important, of course, create an editorial calendar, okay? Because I want to know, obviously I need to know what kind of content should I be publishing, but this is important too, when, okay? For whom, of course, but when, okay? Measuring content success, okay? This is absolutely important. How will the impact of the content be measured? Of course, there are tools for achieving that, but this is important to ask you this question. 7, developing a content promotion strategy. Okay, that's a very important point. I need to think about how will the content be made known to the target audience once identified. Okay. So, analyzing the competition and their content strategies. What are competitors doing? How can our content stand out? Okay, competitors are everywhere, and you need to identify not most of them. You need to identify all of them. Of course, there are tools to be used here, but this is important. This is critical to understand that competitors are everywhere, and they are growing and being bigger day after day. Okay, so this is a point to think about by weekly basis, or this is very important. Okay, adapting the content plan based on results. Of course, you need to know what works and what doesn't work. Okay, and to think about how can your content be improved. You need to improve and create better and better content. Okay, of course, this is not made in one day, but you should be always analyzing to improve. Now, this is a very interesting section. How can I create a content plan? Because this is great. I need a content plan, that's for sure. But how can I create that content plan? And in my opinion, there is an idea, a very important idea. Okay, we need to keep in mind. This is not about generating content for the sake of it, but rather about doing so as a part of a strategy aimed at a predefined objective. Okay, we have spoken about objectives, strategy. Okay, this is not about. I will repeat it because this is very important. This is not about generating content, okay, for the sake of it, but rather about doing so as a part of a strategy. Okay, so you must set SMART goals. What does SMART mean? Okay, SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay, so what about specific? Clearly define what you want to achieve with your content. For example, increase web traffic is not as specific as increase web traffic to our blog by 10% in 3 months. Okay, try to be very, very specific. Okay, measurable. Define how you will measure the success of your content. For instance, you can use many tools for that. For instance, you can use Google Analytics to monitor your web traffic, or HubSpot, or whatever, to track generated leads. Okay, so you need to understand what for what that data will be used. Okay, so achievable. Set realistic goals. Please set realistic goals, and this is very important, that you can achieve with the resources. Okay, don't try to increase web traffic by 100% in a month if your website is new and lacks of authority. Okay, Your content should be relevant. Ensure your content objectives align with your overall business goals. If your main goal is to boost sales, your content should be focused on that, okay? On generating leads and converting them into customers. And time bound. Last but not least, time bound. Set a deadline to reach your objectives. This will help you stay motivated and, the most important, and track progress. Okay. So, for instance, you have here specific objectives, specific, measurable, achievable. You have here SMART objectives. For instance, increase web traffic to our blog by 10% in 3 months. Generate 100 leads per month through our contact form. Increase website conversion rate by 5%. Of course, as you can see here, I have said that these objectives are specific, absolutely. Measurable, yes, because we can use some tools, okay, here to track that data. Achievable, well, in a specific context, they can be achievable, okay? Relevant, of course they are, okay? And time bound, okay? 3 months per month, okay? We should be adding here a time frame, but I think you get the idea, okay? So, an important thing here is content should match, okay, your marketing plan, because not all objectives are equal. Content should match your marketing plan. It helps achieve big goals like more sales or a better brand image or whatever. Try to keep messages consistent by aligning them with your company's vision and values. Okay? So, this is very important here to decide which objectives are most important for your business and focus on them. Okay, because you will find an issue here. Most of times, maybe your resources are limited. Okay, so it is better to concentrate on 1 or 2 main objectives rather than trying to achieve everything at once. Okay, and alignment with overall marketing strategy. Content should be an integral part of your overall marketing strategy. It should contribute to achieving the company's overall goals, such as increasing sales, improving brand image, or generating leads. But for that, you need to define, okay, your company's overall goals. Okay, remember that content should result from an overall strategy, and all messages released to the market should be coherent. And this is very important, okay? Therefore, it is essential to define your vision, your mission, and values. So, what can I do to align content with the overall marketing strategy? Okay, you can define you must define your company's marketing goals. You can identify the types of content that will best help you achieve those goals. Okay, you can create an editorial calendar that plans, because planification is very important, that plans the publication of your content. Yeah? This is important to define the what and the when and for whom. Okay, you can promote your content, or you should be promoting your content on the appropriate channels. And of course, you need to measure the success of your content and adjust. Always test and adjust. This is an ongoing thing. Your strategy based on the results. So, things to remember here: set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. SMART goals, SMART objectives. Okay. Please focus on the most critical objectives for your business. The most critical, not every objective. No, because most objectives are a consequence of another objective, you know? So at the end of the day, there should be a very few objectives. And last and not least, ensure your content contributes to achieving the company's overall goals. Okay? So, identifying your audience. How can I identify my audience? So, you can find here the key points for identifying your target audience. So, why this is so important? This is important because the idea here is to create a profile of your ideal customer, including all possible information, okay? Doing so will help you organize your ideas well and will be very useful for defining the overall outline of your strategy. Ideas to get started. 5 ideas, okay? Five ideas. The ideas you can see here. So let's go step by step. Okay, let's go. For instance, okay, of course, demographic data. Okay, age, gender, location, income, education, of course. Okay, interests. What are they passionate about? What hobbies do they have? You can use here, for instance, a survey or just ask people, okay? Needs. Ask people what problems or challenge do they face, okay? You can ask your friends, your family, your customers. Even an online survey could help, okay? Consumption habits. How do they buy? What channels do you use to get that information? What online platforms do you use? Okay. And what is their online behavior? What type of content do they interact with? What keywords do they use in their searches? Okay. How they look for information on the internet. Okay. So to define your target audience, there are a few points to start thinking about, okay? 5 pillars, okay? Demographic data, interest, needs, consumption habits, and online behavior. To start identifying your target audience. So then you can start creating a profile of your target audience. So the next step is to create a profile of them. Don't be afraid if it's a bit general at first, okay? Because what we are talking here is about general things. As you can see in the previous slide, there are general things. For instance, age, gender, what problems or challenges do they face? Okay, this is general, but we're going to be more and more specific in the next steps. Okay, so don't be afraid if it's a bit general at first. For this reason, okay, I encourage you to be as exhaustive as possible at this point. Soon you will discover everything that each of these points can offer, okay? So, ideas, brainstorm, okay? Just try to describe your general customer in general terms. This is important, general terms, okay? Second, do you know anything about your competitors? Please research your competition. Who are they targeting? What type of content do they create? Please visit their website, for instance. Analyze your data. Who are your current customers? What characteristics do they have in common? Try to think about this, and maybe you can link the dots here, okay? And conduct surveys and interviews. Ask your target audience what are their interests, okay, and what are their needs. If you already have an audience, please do some research and segmentation. Okay, you regularly maybe you are publishing content, okay, by weekly basis, for instance. So you can use it to research your audience. Doing so will help you identify the content that may work best, okay? As we did in the previous slide, here are some points that can be an ideal starting point. For instance, you can conduct surveys. You can create online surveys and gather many bits of information about your target audience. You can analyze social media. In this regard, you can observe the type of content shared and interacted with on social media platforms. You can use here web analytics tool, Google Analytics, for instance, okay? Or you can consult with your sales team if you already have one, okay? Because sales representatives have deep knowledge of customer needs and interests. So you can segment your audience into different groups with similar characteristics and needs. This will be very important because this will allow you to create more personalized and relevant content. Personalization, this is important. We pointed out to that concept in the second or third slide, you remember? So, to segment your audience, again, you can use demographic data, age, gender, location, interest, think about their passions, their hobbies, think about the problems. You can approach a specific segment, okay, thinking about the problems or the challenge they are facing. And again, examine online behavior. Okay, what type of content do they interact with? So now we will make a step further. We will go a step further, okay? We will be talking about some recommendation to research topics, okay, of interest to your audience, because creating engaging content that interests your audience is critical for is critical to digital marketing success. It's not just about producing content for the sake of it, as we said before, okay? But about connecting with your audience. This is the point here. Connecting with your audience to achieve your goals, okay? So this is where topic research comes into play, because this process allows you to, first, better understand the needs, interests, and problems of your audience. Second one, identify the topics your audience is searching for online. This is great because if you know what your audience is looking for, okay, you can create content based on that searches, okay, to provide them with an answer, okay. Third one, analyze the type of content your competitors are creating and discover opportunities to differentiate yourself and create unique and original content. So by dedicating time to researching topics of interest to your audience, you can increase traffic to your website, generate more leads and conversions. Do you remember when we talked about objectives, goals, whatever? This is the point here. Enhance your brand image and position yourself as an expert in your industry. Build loyalty among your audience and create a community around your brand. So topic research is critical here for your goals. So what tools can I use to research keywords? Oh, well, what can I do keyword search or keyword research. Okay, you can do that by using some tools. Okay, so the question here is, what tools can I use to research keywords? Well, choosing the right keywords allows you to connect, as we said before, okay, with your target audience. And there are many tools for conducting this research, each with its features and advantages. For instance, the most known maybe Google Keyword Planner. As you can see there are some advantages. For instance, this is free, easy to use. Okay, and disadvantages: limited data, not as precise as paid tools. Okay, but this is a good starting point. Then you can find tools, for instance, SEMrush, which in my opinion is the best one. This is my opinion, okay? This is a very powerful tool. Ahrefs is a very powerful tool, okay? They provide you with more accurate data, advanced features, custom reports. They are very powerful tools. Of course, this is very important to point out that in line with the next generation internet values, we can find here some open source alternatives, okay? Although there are some open source alternatives for keyword research, the tools that offer more functionalities are the ones that have been presented: Google Keyword Planner, Ahrefs, and SEMrush. In this regard, we recommend keeping sight of tools like Content Swift, okay, since it will be likely be a reasonable alternative to the tools presented shortly, okay. We will be sharing this presentation, and you will find here a link, okay, to that to know more about this open source tool. So, how can I start analyzing my competitors' content? Well, let's look at an example of how we can do this using one of the tools mentioned, SEMrush. Okay. 5 easiest steps. 5 easiest steps to create an account on SEMrush, enter the domain, explore. So we will be going step by step. Okay. So the first thing to do here is to create an account on SEMrush. So for that purpose, you have to visit the SEMrush website and sign up for a free paid account. Then you have to enter your personal information and select the plan that suits your needs, okay, that suits your needs. For that, you need to better understand what are your needs. Because remember, the point here is create content not by the sake of creating it, okay? Second one, enter your competitor's domain. In the SEMrush search bar, enter your competitor's website domain. We'll see how in a few slides with a practical example of this, okay? And then click Analyze to access the competitor analysis panel. And the most important here, in my opinion, is this one, to explore the analysis panel. In this panel, you can get an overview of the monthly visits volume the website is attracting, and through which keywords the visitor finds the website on a search engine. And this is very important. Why? Because this can help you understand what topics interest your audience and information regarding location of device type, which will be very useful if you consider running a paid campaign, for instance. Another helpful piece of information you can extract from here is which websites are linking to your competitor's website, as this will give you ideas for establishing connections and adjusting your content. Okay. So as an overview, as the most important things, you have that 6 block of content, right? Okay, website overview, traffic analysis, keyword analysis, This is a very good point to discover organic and paid keywords ranking for your competitor. Okay, we'll see how in a few slides. Backlink analysis, content analysis. So you can do many things here. And then you can dive deeper into this analysis. And this is when you must be asking you some questions. For instance, you can use filter and segmentation options to get more specific data. Why or for what? To ask you more questions. Okay, you can download PDF reports. Okay, to share with your team, and you can use this kind of tools, of course, to get more information about your competitors' marketing strategies. Why you need to ask you that questions based in the data to implement improvements in your strategy. As we said before, the key here is to analyze to create better and better content. Okay, so my recommendation is to use SEMrush or whatever tool you want. Okay, to identify areas where you can improve your content. Okay, and then you will be able to create more relevant and engaging content than your competitors. And then to develop a more effective SEO strategy to increase your web traffic. So success in digital marketing relies, in my opinion, on crafting compelling content tailored to your objectives, audience, and relevant topics. It's essential, it's critical to choose the types of content that best suit your goals, audience, and issues of interest. Okay? So this is the secret to choose the most suitable type of content. Okay? Because it's not enough to create any type of content. For this reason, it's vital to choose what kind of content to make based on your objectives. Based on your objectives, please. sorry, the target audience and the topic you'll be discussing. Okay? So, the most important considerations here, before anything else, make sure you can answer these 3 questions. What do you want to achieve? Okay? As we said before, define your goals. Okay? Increase web traffic, generate leads, improve your brand image, something else. Okay? About the target audience. Who are your potential customers? What are their needs and interests? Okay? And about the topics of interest, what would your potential customers like to read or see? For instance, examples of content type for different objectives. We have different objectives. We have different content types. To increase web traffic, for instance, blog articles, infographics, videos, lists, maybe, and guides. If you want to generate leads, you can use ebooks, white papers, webinars, templates, case studies. To improve brand image, customer testimonials, interactive content, case studies, awards, opinion articles. Okay? So creating different types of content is essential to keep your audience engaged. Please don't limit yourself to just one type, as this can bore your audience, okay? But remember, the most important thing here is about the content. Well-written, informative, engaging, visually appealing content, and please don't forget the most important one, relevant to your audience, okay? So, what about getting started? Okay, we know about the importance of content creation, but okay, let's get started to publish. The most important thing here is the editorial calendar. Okay, what an editorial calendar is? An editorial calendar is a tool for organizing and planning your content, because planification is very important here. It's critical here, okay? Allowing you to define what content will be published, when that content will be published, and on which channel, okay? Helping you to maintain a regular publishing frequency, because that's very important. The most important thing here is to publish. Okay, on a weekly basis, that's great. Every 2 weeks, that's great. But please be regular, okay? And achieve your digital marketing goals. So, an editorial calendar can help you in many ways. It can help you. It can boost your organization, okay? Because it gives you an overview of your content and ensures everything is noticed. An editorial calendar allows you to plan, okay, and ensure that your content aligns with your marketing goals and your mission and your vision, okay? Because they must be defined before all of this, okay? Efficiency. It saves you time and effort by organizing your work. And consistency, because this is very important. It helps you maintain a regular publishing frequency and engage your audience, okay? So, 5 simple steps to create an editorial calendar. First, do you remember? Define your goals, okay? What do you want to achieve? Don't confuse goals with the consequence of that goals, okay? Schedule your post with your audience in mind. Again, what are they interested in? Your content can be very visual appealing or whatever, but please, that content should be aligned with your audience interest, okay? Third one, choose content types. What types of content will you be creating? Blog, articles, infographics? It depends on your goals, okay? Define your distribution channels. Where will you publish your content? In blog, social media, email marketing. This is important because the copy, there is no universal copy. There is no magic text, magic wording. No, your content should be tailored to that channel. Okay, and create a calendar. Please choose an editorial calendar tool. Trello, Asana, Google Calendar, and start planning your content, okay? Because planning here is critical. Okay, here are some tips for creating an effective editorial calendar. Of course, plan ahead. Define your content at least a month in advance, okay? Be flexible, because if you plan ahead, you can be flexible, okay, to make changes in your calendar if necessary. You can monitor your progress, okay? Because you need to understand if you are meeting or not your goals and why. And promote your content. Please remember to promote your content on the appropriate channels to reach your target audience. That should be defined. Okay? As we said before, there are many tools for creating an editorial calendar. For instance, Trello, Asana, or Google Calendar. Okay, what is Trello? Well, Trello is a project management tool that allows you to organize your content into cards and boards. Very intuitive, in my opinion. Asana, a task management tool that allows you to create tasks, assign them to the team members, and set deadlines. In my opinion, Asana is a project management tool, but okay, task management. Okay, this is true. Yeah, Google Calendar. Okay, a calendar that allows you to organize your content by date and time. Please feel free to test these tools and choose the one that fits you the better. Okay, and very important here, in line with the NGI values, open source alternatives. Although, as we said before, although the tools presented are the most commonly used, other ones are open source. Okay, for this reason, we recommend also considering the Open Project tool. Okay, that tool is very powerful. Okay, and we recommend you to use that tool. Okay, you can find here a link which points to the well, you can know more about this tool by clicking here. So, very important here, measure and conquer. As we said before, measuring the success of content is crucial to determine if your digital marketing strategy is working or not. Okay? Why? Because by monitoring key metrics, you can gain insights into how your audience interacts with your content and what you can do to improve it. Because this is the point here. You need to improve day after day. Okay, this is possible, and you should be focused on that. Okay, when I say key metrics, I mean, for instance, number of visits, downloads, conversions, time on page, bounce rate. It depends on your on the type and format of your content. Okay, for instance, number of visits. Well, this is the number of times your content has been viewed. Okay, downloads, the number of times your content has been downloaded. If you have created a PDF file, this is a good metric to monitor. Okay, conversions, the number of times your content has generated a desired action, such as purchase, subscription, a follow, or whatever. Okay, you need to define what conversion means for you. Okay, time on page, the time users have spent reading or viewing your content. If the average time on page is 5 minutes for your blog post, that's great. If you have written a long blog post and the time of page is 5 seconds, this is not good. Okay, you should be thinking how you can improve that number. Okay, or bounce rate. For instance, the percentage of users who have left your page after viewing all the one page. So, food for thought. Of course, you have web analytics tool, Google Analytics. Why I'm adding here Google Analytics? Because this is the most used tool. But you can find here an open source alternative, which is very powerful tool, which is Matomo. Okay, you can learn more about both Google Analytics and Matomo by clicking here or here. This is very important. Periodic reports. Okay. Conduct you need to analyze, okay, but of course analyze regularly, okay, because a punctual analysis means nothing. So please conduct periodic reports to monitor progress and analyze results. This will help you identify what content is performing well and what needs improvement. So as we said before, please improve, test and improve. This is an ongoing thing, okay? By measuring content success, you can gain insights to help improve your digital marketing strategy and achieve your goals, of course. So remember, measuring the success of content is crucial to determine if your digital marketing strategy is working or not, okay? Key metrics, you need to define those key metrics. Monitor them to gain insights into how your audience interacts with your content, okay? And do it periodically. Conduct periodic reports to identify what works and what doesn't. And please, forget about that content which doesn't work, because content should be aligned with your audience interests, okay? A piece of content or a specific topic could be very interesting for you, but you should not be creating content for you. That content should be created for your audience. And what about the content promotion? Okay, once you have created high quality content, remember, high quality content means that your content, okay, is visual appealing, is visual, is creative, whatever. But your content, for being high quality content, should be aligned with the interests of your audience. Okay, so once you have created high quality content, promoting it to reach your target audience is essential. Okay, an effective content promotion strategy will help you in many ways. Okay, increasing web traffic, generating leads, improving your brand image. So, which channels you can use to promote your pieces of content? You can use social media. You can use email marketing, newsletters. Okay, you can use online advertising, paid ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Google ads, whatever, okay? Or maybe by collaborations, by sharing your content with other companies or relevant influencers in your sector, okay? So, which is the best channel to use here? It depends. It depends on your audience. It depends of the kind of format, of the kind of content. That's why, as I said before, the first thing to do is to be focused on the needs, desires, and struggles of your target audience. Okay. So tips for an effective content promotion strategy. 6 easy steps. Oops, sorry. So define your goals. As we said before, okay, what do you want to achieve with the promotion of your content? Second, know your audience, okay? You need to understand who are your potential customers, where are they located, okay? Please then choose the proper channels, okay? Because the idea here is to choose to select the channels that best suit your audience and goals, okay? Not you, your audience and their goals, okay? Create compelling content. You need to ensure your content is high quality, engaging, and relevant to your audience. Of course, that content should be clear, okay, and persuasive. For that, you need to use engaging language, not technical. I understand that the most people are very technical, okay, but please, most people do not speak that kind of language. Please keep that in mind and use engaging language. Right for humans, for average humans, please. And then you have to measure your results. Are you doing great or not? So monitor the performance of your content to see what works and what doesn't, okay? Because this is great. Some content, this is good that some content do not work. This is great, okay, because this is a possibility. But the most important thing here is to understand which content doesn't work and improve that piece of content, okay, or forget about that, okay, and be focused on the content that is really working. So you can use, of course, content promotion tools, Hootsuite, MailChimp, Google Ads, Facebook Ads, but remember, content promotion is a fundamental part of digital marketing, okay? That content promotion strategy will help you achieve your marketing goals. So, as we said before, that should be defined, okay? There are a variety of channels and tools available to help you promote your content. It's up to you to select those that best fit your strategy, okay? This is very important. Learn from your competitors, okay? You should know who your competitors are, okay? Because I'm sure that you have more than you can think at the first sight. So spotting and analyzing your competitors is an essential part of any effective digital marketing strategy. By understanding what type of content they create and how they promote it, you can gain insights to help improve your plan and differentiate yourself and make yourself unique, okay? So, how can I analyze my competitors? The first step is to research your competitors and understand what type of content they create. To do this, you can ask yourself these 4 questions. What type of content do they publish? How often do they publish content? What are their most popular topics? And what is the quality of their content? Once understood, you can work on improving that specific point, okay? Analyze the content marketing strategies they use by observing the following aspects. How do they promote their content? They use social media, a newsletter, online advertising, whatever. What channels do they focus on? And do they engage in any collaborations? Because this is maybe a standard to use influencers, collaborations. So please, you can think about that. By analyzing that kind of things, you will find opportunities to differentiate yourself from your competitors. So please ask yourself these questions. What can you offer that your competition does not? Okay, it can be a product, it can be a service, or it can be, for instance, your personal approach, your human approach, I don't know. You need to think about what makes your business unique, okay? How can you create unique and original content that adds value to your audience? This is very important, adds value, okay? For that, you need to understand, again, your audience, their struggles, the topics they are interested in. So, what channels can you focus on to reach an audience that your competitors are not reaching? That's another good point. Of course, you have many competitive analysis tools, SimilarWeb, Ahrefs, SEMrush, many of them. So, a few tips for analyzing competitors. The first step to research them and understand what type of content they create, okay, is to ask you that these 4 easy questions. Okay. Maybe they are not questions. Maybe they are steps. Okay. First step: try to be objective and avoid biases. Okay. Try to be objective. Second one: focus on the competitors that concern you the most. Maybe you have many of them, but please be focused. Maybe on 3, 4, or 5. Okay. Why? Because one competitor can be not more dangerous. Well, this is hard to be focused on most of them or in many of them. Okay, time is a very valuable resource, and this is better to get the most of it. So please be focused on the most important one. Okay, the most important ones for you. Okay, I mean for you because a very big competitor maybe it's not as important as more similar to you one, you know. So do not copy your competition. Please try to seek to differentiate yourself by being true to your principles. Remember, communication is a consequence of this. So please try to define your mission, vision, and values. Your communication should be a consequence of that ideas. Okay, and again, monitor your competitors regularly. Okay, to stay updated on their strategies. And adapt or die. As we said before, adjust your content plan based on results. Content marketing is a process that requires monitoring, analysis, and adaptation. Okay, but the most important thing that this is a continuous process. Okay, to succeed, adjusting your content plan based on the results you obtain is crucial. For this reason, 3 steps. Okay, monitor your content performance, change or be prepared for change. Okay, to improve and be flexible. Please remember, what works today may not work tomorrow. How can you monitor the performance, your content performance? Of course, you can use web analytic tools, Google Analytics, Matomo, okay, to gather data on your content performance. Then you need to define key metrics. Okay, so you have to measure them: number of visits, downloads, conversions, time on page, bounce rate, many of key metrics, and then analyze and ask you questions: which content performs best, what content is not performing, and then decide what to do next. And then make changes to improve content. So ask you questions: do you need to change your objectives or approach? Are you focusing on the topics that interest your audience the most? Which format works best for the articles? Maybe you are writing articles and maybe you should be doing some videos, for instance. And ask this question is very important too. Are you publishing too frequently or too infrequently. Okay? These 4 questions are critical for success. Be flexible. Content marketing is a continuous process. Okay? Don't expect immediate results. Second, be willing to change your strategy based on the results you obtain. Okay? Flexibility and adaptability are essential. And please be humble. Learn from your mistakes and experiment. Don't be afraid to experiment with new ideas. So, here are some tips to adapt your content plan. Set clear goals, or SMART goals, remember? Define your target audience. Create high quality and relevant content for your audience, because high quality content will be a high quality content if it's relevant to your audience. Promote your content on the proper channels, okay? Of course, monitor your content's performance and analyze the results. Of course, ask you the right questions and make necessary changes to improve your content. And of course, be flexible, humble, and adaptable. So this is it. Thank you for joining us today. And please let us know if you have any concerns or any questions, and we will be more than glad to answer you. Okay? So thank you very much and have a wonderful day.